Hello friends, how's it going? It's Miss Azos here. Today is an exciting day because we are starting a new unit. We are going to be learning all about shapes. Are you ready to dive in with me? Our goal for today is I can identify two-dimensional shapes. We will practice identifying shapes by their sides and by their vertices, which is a big word for the corners of shapes. What are two-dimensional shapes, you might ask? Well, a two-dimensional shape, or a 2D shape, is a flat shape with closed sides. A two-dimensional shape should be able to lay flat on a piece of paper. For example, a square is a 2D shape because it's flat and it's closed. All sides are connected at the corners. Now, I'd like to start with a practice round of identifying 2D shapes called Guess the 2D Shape. How might this work? Well, I will display different shapes, and I want you to guess the 2D shape and tell me why it is two-dimensional. Are you ready? Here is your first set of shapes. Which shape is two-dimensional? How do you know? Great, now let's go over this together. First of all, is a slice of pizza flat? Well, not really, because a pizza is raised because it has the dough, the sauce, the cheese, so it's actually not completely flat. Now, if a slice of pizza isn't completely flat, is a basketball? No, so a basketball is not a 2D shape. So that leaves us with a triangle. A triangle is a two-dimensional shape because it is flat and it is closed. All sides are connected at the corners. Okay, time for your next set of shapes. Which shape is two-dimensional? Let's take a look at our shapes. Well, our first shape, although it's flat, isn't closed. So that means that it is not a two-dimensional shape. And the house, although it is closed, isn't flat. So a house is not a two-dimensional shape. And that leaves us with our circle. A circle is a two-dimensional shape because it is flat and it's closed. Now I want you to take a look at these new 2D shapes. There is a triangle, a circle, and a pentagon. What do these shapes have in common? Exactly. These shapes are all two-dimensional, which means that they are all flat, closed shapes. There are all different kinds of 2D shapes. Some 2D shapes have straight sides and some do not. They can also have different amounts or numbers of sides. You can trace them with your finger. How would you describe the sides of a triangle? Right, the sides of the triangle are straight lines, and a triangle has 3 straight sides. But what about the pentagon? The pentagon has 5 straight sides. Now, which 2D shape has no straight sides? Correct. A circle has 0 straight sides. Now, most two-dimensional shapes, like the pentagon or the triangle, have corners. A corner of a 2D shape is called a vertex. When a shape has more than one vertex, they are called vertices. These are the vertices of the triangle. The triangle has 3 vertices. But how many vertices does a pentagon have? Let's try counting the vertices together. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The pentagon has 5 vertices. how many vertices do you think a circle has? Correct. A circle has 0 vertices. Now that we've practiced talking about the attributes or qualities of these different shapes, it's time to practice identifying them. So it is time for riddle time. Which shape am I? Here are your clues. I am a 2D shape. I have 4 vertices. All of my sides are the same length. Which shape am I? At this point, look over the clues, write your answer down, and hold it up for me to see. Thank you for all of your hard work. Now let's look at our clues and our shapes to figure out the mystery shape. We'll start with our triangle. Well, a triangle is 2-dimensional because it's flat and closed, but a triangle only has 3 vertices, so a triangle is not our mystery shape. But what about a circle? Well, although the circle is 2-dimensional, a circle has 0 vertices, so our mystery shape is not a circle. Now moving on to a rectangle. Well, a rectangle is 2-dimensional, and it also has 4 vertices. But are all the sides the same length? No, so that means the square is our mystery shape because the square has all equal sides. Well, friends, we have really gotten into shape today. So it is that time where we look back at our goal and we reflect on whether or not we think that we met our goal. Our goal for today was I can identify 2-dimensional shapes. Well, what is a 2-dimensional shape? Right, a 2-dimensional shape is a flat shape with closed sides. And we use this information to sort which shapes were 2-dimensional and which shapes were not. Because of this, we definitely reached our goal. Nice work, everyone! So thank you so much for joining me in our very first lesson about shapes. I had so much fun, and I can't wait for our next lesson where we talk more about the qualities or attributes of different shapes. And I hope you are staying positive, staying safe, and I hope that you have a great rest of your day. Bye, everyone!